The economy seemed to be trending in a pretty good direction prior to the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think the president is, kind of shooting himself in the foot in the Republican Party? What's your take on where things stand, at least in the short term?
Yeah, well, I think over the short term, the president's acknowledged there's going to be some turbulence. There could be a little bit of pain while he tries to reorient our economy in the United States and really the global trade order around working class Americans. He's been pretty upfront about that. He's asking for some patience on it. I'm also thinking that they've got a bunch of deals on deck. I think we're going to see a bunch of announcements in the next few weeks with our biggest trading partners. They're going to make clear that this trade situation with the rest of the world is going to be of the benefit to the American worker and not necessarily just to Wall Street. And when that happens, I think the American people are going to say this was the right thing to do and it was worth a little bit of short-term turbulence in the markets. I would remind you that back in 2022, the markets totally tanked. And nobody seemed to be as worried about it back then as they are now. And markets, of course, go up and down. But the long-term implications of this for working-class Americans could be great. That's the core of his constituency. That's what he's responding to. Look, if it works, it's going to be one of the ballsiest things anybody ever did. And if it doesn't work, the decisions are on him. But I will just say, as a political matter, he ran on this. He told the American people what he wanted to do. They elected him, and I think he should deserve the chance to run his program.
At what point does he pull back on China, like start to lower it? What's the barometer?
I don't know. I hate to make predictions because he's in a bit of a dance with him right now. And I don't know how the negotiations are going. I don't know what they're talking about behind the scenes. I do know this. China is our enemy. They're a bad actor on the world stage. I think the rest of the world would rather do business with the United States than do business with China. I think isolating China is a good thing. And I think letting them know that we're not going to tolerate their bad actions anymore is hopefully going to be one of the outcomes of this entire exercise. They do bad things. They don't follow the rules. They steal your IP and then try to sell it back to you. I mean, these are not good people to deal with. And I think the American people actually, more than any other country, appreciate tough trade tactics against China because they inherently know these are not good actors.